Hi, this is Quinn Costello with SF Indie Fest, and I am here with the director of Scarlet Blue, Aurelia Mojan. Aurelia, thank you so much for joining us here today and for sharing your film with Indie Fest.
But thank you for inviting me. I'm so exciting that my film Scarlet Blue is screening for the first time in USA at your festival. So it sounds amazing.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a perfect Indie Fest film. It's really, really unique. It's really striking, and there's so many images and little moments that really kind of stick in your head. So I guess, I mean, we have to start, with the 10,000 foot, view of just how this film kind of came about and how you started to kind of conceptualize it and what you wanted it to kind of look and feel like as you were kind of bringing it to life.
Uh, you know, um, um, First thing you have to know is that I write the script during the lockdown. I was here on my islands, and I think during 6 months here in Reunion, you can't take the flight to go outside. The islands were lockdown, and so I decided to. I have two choices: became crazy or writing a script. I decided to write my script. So during 3 months, I write. It was very easy, even if the film is not an easy story. Everything come in my head very deep and very fast. And during 3 months, I write the script day and night. And I think I don't sleep a lot, and everything arrived very fast, and I have to write, and this story, since the beginning, I know the title Scarlet Blue. In French, you say Bleu Écarlate. And since the beginning, I knew that the movie will deal with these two colors, and that the movie will deal about schizophrenia, because it's one of my very close friend. When I was a little girl, when we became teenagers, she became schizophrenic, you know and she has so many violent uh, schizophrenia crisis. And I was very close to her, and everything she told me, everything she saw, it was absolute crazy. And she go many times, many months in the hospital. And it was, I think, 25 years ago, 25 years ago. But I decided to make a story about this, mental disease, because I think we need to speak about that. But I don't want to make, a movie like in real life. I really want to use the schizophrenia like windows to the, the fantasy and the fantastic. And also like my father is was, because he passed away unfortunately during the post production of Scarlet Blue. But my father is a huge painter. And I grew up here in Réunion, is in a museum that he built with my mother, here in Réunion, art contemporary museum. And so for me, my movies is also like a painting, and I want that the schizophrenia is like you go inside the head of somebody who is very creative, very powerful. And I that was the main points in my script, is to create all the fantasy, you know I think it was the things, the most difficult, to create all the universe that Alter, the main character, has in her head. And I hope I succeed in that.
Absolutely. And actually, and just before we move on, can you tell us a little bit about where you are? You mentioned that you're out on the islands.
Yes, I'm from Reunion Island. It's a very, 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 very small islands, French islands next to Madagascar. You know,
Yeah.
you have Africa, Madagascar, and a very, very, very small islands, volcano islands, we call the Réunion, and I'm from here.
Yeah.
And I'm very grateful because 6 years ago I made my first feature film by myself. I made all the things, the production and everything. It called Fornacis. It's the name of the volcano here, and I became the first woman from the history of the islands to make a movie for cinema. Here the cinema is very young. It's not. It's very difficult to make movie when you are like me, a woman from these islands. It's very hard.
I can imagine it's hard anywhere,
Yes.
but when you're but it probably gave you also maybe a feeling of being a little free or unshackled. I don't know what there's such a unique kind of flavor to the film, and I think the setting really kind of plays into that.
Yeah, of course, because I never learned making movies because I don't make a school for directing. I'm from mathematics, and I used to be during 6 years in university to study mathematics, and then I turn off, and I decided to become an actress. So I learned during three years in Paris in a actor studio school in Paris I learned acting, and then I decided to become a director, but I never learned how to make movies. And I think that is that give me a very I'm always very honest with my feeling and with all the thing I want to shoot and to put in my film. So I always feel like I'm really 100% free. Always, I want to be free. That's the main things when I make movies. You know.
Can you tell me a little bit about the way you came up with the color palette for the
Yes.
film?
Yes.
Um, can you speak to that?
Yes, of course. So, like I said before, Scarlet Blue, this is the title, and I decided to create the movies with these two colors, but all the many colors you have in the blue and all the different color you have in the red, and fix them together and mix them. And for the movies, the red is all the fear of Alter, all the lies of the mother of Rosie, and all the schizophrenia thing, all the nightmare is like red power. And in the movie, all the things that help Halter to go inside the reality and to to learn the truth about her past is the blue color. And so I think the movie is a really good balance between the red and the blue. And it was very difficult to create the light and the I work very hard to prepare the shooting, and I have many uh, reference of painters that I want to put inside, and I make a lot of photography. Yes, like on the set, different on the location, and I explain very. Um, I was very focused with my DOP to have exactly the light that I want for each setting, and it was not easy because in France the DOP is not very comfortable sometimes to working with so powerful colors. They don't like when color is too much. But I'm from Reunion here in my islands. Everything is color. I live with a lot of colors. The nature and the volcano and the ocean is very deep blue, and so I want to have this powerful of the color during the film, and I want to deal with schizophrenia, but but also with the colors. I don't want to make, a sadness movie with no colors because it deals about a very, difficult thing in the life. I want more the thing is hard to live, more the alter suffer, more the color is powerful. You know what I mean?
Right. And I think that there a lot of complexity comes out of that. And you see the kind of complexity of what is happening with the characters,
Yeah.
and it draws you in a way that kind of keeps you kind of guessing, and I was wondering if you could kind of speak about how you came to work with the lead actors in your film. Is it Patricia Barsic?
Alors, so Patricia Berzik is a woman who played the mother, Rosie,
Yeah,
the older woman.
right. And then and who played Scarlet
So
Blue?
you have two different actresses who play the
Right,
same character, Halter.
right, right.
And because since when I decided to make this movie, I have the idea that as we deal with schizophrenia, the alter, when she's connected to reality, it's Amélie Dor who plays this part. And when alter is crazy, all the thing of sexuality, of the sequences of when she eats the fish, when she have sex, when she's become totally crazy, these sequences are played by another actress, Anne-Sophie Charon. And it was very amazing and very interesting because the two actresses didn't know what kind of sequences the other play. So it's like the schizophrenia is real, you know what I mean? Because they don't know, and they can't remember what the other girl play, and so they arrive and they were a little bit disturbed by that, and it's great the things that I want to have in real life. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
So,
And
and it's very, we, last month, I won the prize of the best director in Canada. And I was very happy because the two actresses was also nominated for the best actress, but they were nominated together for the same
really,
character. Walter. Yes,
yeah,
because they play half part each
yeah.
other plays half part the character. For example, in the toilets, uh, the one of the girl arrive, and then all the sequences is the other actress. So you can see when I change. And also, and Sophie Charon is also playing the fish woman. She also played Alter and the fish woman, the woman who has, the blue makeup and the very long hair. She's the same also. So yes.
And can you kind of speak about this idea of like fetishism and the way that that played into the film? And it seemed to be something that was kind of kept being referenced, in different ways.
A lot of people, since we last year we began to travel in festival with a film, and we make a lot of travel this year in different country in Europe, and a lot of people say that. But when I decided to make the movies, I didn't have this. Uh, I don't. You talk about the way that I shooting. You talk about that to be sure that I understood your question about fetishisms. Is that
Oh,
that?
I was wondering about like there seemed to be references to like the wrapping in plastic and the different kind of there was like a fetishization is I guess the word.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
That way. Yes, and all my movies since my first eight shorts film, and then for Nazis my first feature film, and now I always shoot like that.
Mhm.
So for me is I think it's normal, but people always say that I have a way of shooting that seems to put the things very, strange and very use the object and everything like but I don't have this feeling, for me it's like it's the way that I see the world, in fact, you know what I mean. So for me it's in my real life I always see everything like that, you know. So
Yeah.
I just try to use the camera like my eyes. It's just that. But a lot of people think that it's a kind of very special way of giving powerful to the object and the clothes and everything is very yes. I work a lot on of other thing because I make the costume. I make part of the I build part of the with my team of the setting, and I choose the air. I choose a lot of things, but yes, I just try to do my best to put all my soul in each sequences that I shoot. That's my focus.
And were you inspired by surrealism and other
Yes.
surrealist kind of artists?
Yeah.
Can you speak to that a little bit?
Since I'm a little girl, my father was a big, huge fan of Dali and Buñuel, and Louis Buñuel and Salvador Dali. And so I grew up with a father that was, his art was between surrealism and I don't know how you say in English, and art brut. My father was at the between the two things, and so I grew up with a very deep love of surrealism, and that's why you have always in all my films this kind of I love, for example, the second scene where she used the fish like a revolver, like to kill the guy, and or when she used the fish like a sexuality thing. I love that because I love taking something and put this thing in another way that people didn't have the didn't can't expect to be like that. I love taking the thing and always, yes, make this very different. And this, I think you have a lot of things like that in Scarlet Blue.
Yeah,
Yes, a lot
absolutely.
of.
Well, again, we'll have to wrap the Q&A here, but thank you so much for making this film
Oh,
and
can
for
I
sharing
can
it.
I just say something about my casting, because I
Oh, please,
just
yes.
say about the woman. I don't. Oh my God, I forgot the man. And
No,
we have.
yeah.
Oh
Is it
yes. Oh my God.
Emmanuel? Yeah,
Yes, because you have an amazing Italian actor who play
yeah.
the healer. And it's called Stefano Cassetti. He's a very in Europe. He's very very famous, and it was amazing because I just sent him the script. I never expect to have an answer, and I think he read it in 2 days and called me and say, "Okay, I want to play in your movies." And I was like, "Oh my God!" And the second actor that I'm close to him because. I work with him we met on my first feature film, Emmanuel Bonamy, who is, the guy very awful who have sex with the girl on the car. Is horrible, very horrible man, wearing, red thing.
Mhm.
And he called Emmanuel Bonamy, and the the first character in Phonassis, and so we were happy to work again together. And I have a very close team, on the post production. And I always working since 15 years. I working with the same composer,
Yeah.
Nicolas Luquet, yes, and who make all the sound design and also a part of the huge part of the music. And also my brother make the classic music, the opera. And I have the same editor, Bruno Gauthier, and the same color correction, Daniel Santini, and so we are very, very close, and they always are open to fight with me, to make a movie, and it's not so easy, So yes,
Right. Yeah, it's important to have people around you who will
yes,
challenge you, right?
y-
And the kind of shorthand that comes about from working with the same people. Well, thank you so much for sharing your film. I'm sorry that you can't make it to the in-person festival, but I hope the festival that
yes.
you will be at is a wonderful success, and we hope to see you again soon with one of your future projects.
Thank you so much, and I want to thank all your team to give me this amazing chance to be screening at Roxy. It's wow! I'm so proud, and I'm very happy. I would love so much to be with you and to meet the audience. But you can say to the audience that they can add me on Instagram, and they can, if they have questions, they can ask me. I would be very, very happy to answer to everybody. Yes.
What is your Instagram handle? Is it your name?
Yes, Aurélia Mangin. Very, very easy to find me.
Yeah,
Yes,
excellent. All right,
yes.
and make sure to follow the film and get the word out. Write about the film on social media and let folks know. That's how independent cinema is able to keep going, such that it is. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.